Bella Vita, you commented on my video where I was, showcasing the loose skin, how my body looks, reference, right? Now that I've lost 122 pounds. And your comment really stuck out like a sore thumb. And I just couldn't help but give you a sarcastic response. And I felt like that wasn't enough, that I should probably explain my response. So this is it. If you're new here, hey, I'm Allie. I'm on a fantabulous weight loss quest, and hopefully you'll subscribe, come along for the ride, because I put out new videos every day. And this sleeping creature is Kevin. So we were just sitting here watching some TV, relaxing, really just vegging out. Because have you ever had one of those days where like everything just goes wrong? Well, when I have one of those days, I just get back in the bed. My 41 years of life has taught me that when everything starts going wrong, it's time to get back in the bed. So anyway, Kevin's keeping me company. But I wanted to respond to this comment that I got on my video. And if you haven't watched that video, definitely go check it out. I'm down to my skivvies and I'm showing you everything. My loose skin, the before and after losing 122 pounds. It's like a educational video, a reference point, something that can be used as a tool for reference, right? For people who may not see someone in their skivvies, right? At the beginning of their journey and then at the end of their journey, right? And it can be helpful to people both to give them hope and also so that they can have realistic expectations. And I go in depth in the video about why I made it. Mostly I want to talk about this comment. So I'm sure that Bella Vita did not mean to kind of come at me sideways here. And my response was delightfully sarcastic because, really? I think that people nowadays on the interwebs, they don't read the room, as it were. They go into a support group and they just say some random stuff that's like super offensive. They go, onto videos like this and they don't read any of the other comments and then they just post something that's out of left field. But I felt like I have encountered this enough in my health journey that I would address it formally from my bed. So let's talk about seed oils. I could not muster up any shits to give about seed oils. I'm just going to be honest with you. My dad is currently on this kick where he is concerned about, metals and plastics and eating organic. And you know what? He is in a position that he has worked very hard for to be able to afford to do those things. Me? I live in a very old house that is very, very small. And when I have extra money, I'm either spending it at the thrift store or I'm spending it on my dogs. So I'm not going out of my way to overly focus on things like seed oils. Is it organic? Is it vegan? Is it vegetarian? I've done that my whole life. My whole life. And for those of you who are new, I actually went high carb, low fat vegan for quite some time. And it was one of the only ways that I was able to lose weight before there even was such a thing as a GLP-1. So I've done it all. And the only thing that focusing on those things got me was sadness, frustration, over exhausted brain power used on borderline obsessing about things that for me, they just don't make a difference. Now, I will say that as far as like fast food goes or fried food, I am, of course, staying on top of those. And I do, make it a point to have those types of high calorie options in moderation. So I would say that that is part of my health journey, because I used to just eat whatever, whenever, and as much as possible. So that has been a shift, but I don't deprive myself of those things. If I want something fried, then I do my very best to balance it out with something healthier. If or I'll eat them, but only in moderation. If it's like a mozzarella stick or something, I love those. Right? I might, whereas before I could eat a whole plate of them. I might eat 2, right? And then make a point, okay, I need to make sure that I eat my entire salad before I start working on my meal, right? Things to emphasize, to focus on the healthy, but I'm not like way off the deep end. I'm not the person that, brings their own food or asks a restaurant to not use seed oils. Like that's not me. I'm not somebody who can commit that kind of brain power to something that does not provide me either happiness or positive feedback. Because when I was, avoiding all the things, it was just stressful, right? Now I take that energy and I'll put that energy into thoughtfully grocery shopping or making a grocery list. I'll put that energy into tracking my calories. I'll put that energy into coming up with creative ways to get in movement. Not right now, because right now I'm in the bed. But do you see what I'm saying? That's where I place my focus. And it has helped me heal a lot of the diet culture drama and trauma that I have suffered through for many, many, many years. So, are there people that focus on that sort of thing? Absolutely. Are there people who utilize other tools like carnivore diet, things like that to help them with their various health conditions? Absolutely. For me, my body does not provide me with any kind of positive feedback when I do those things. And they don't make me happy. And part of my personal healing journey, both to heal my relationship with food and to heal my relationship with myself, means that I only keep space for things that are good for me. And what's good for me may differ from what's good for you. There are some type 2 diabetics, which I am, out there that are limiting their carbs to, damn near nothing. And they're doing keto and they're doing this and that. And they're like, that doesn't work for me. That puts me into more of an ED mindset. It's not safe for my brain and my heart. And so I don't do those things. I think part of where people struggle on this health journey is learning what works for you and accepting that it may not be what works for your friend, for your mom, for your sister, for your brother, for your boyfriend, for your neighbor, for your, favorite YouTube creator. It may differ completely from what they're doing. And that's okay. So, if you want to avoid fast food, fried foods, seed oils, eat organic, eat vegetarian, eat vegan, eat a carnivore diet, if you want to do keto or fasting or whatever, you need to do what is best for you. And on the flip side, you also need to accept that may not be the best thing for everybody else. But we're all still together in this. We're all still a community, and we're all doing the best that we can. And that is what's important. Right, Kevin? It's so important. Anyway, Bella Vita, I thank you for your comment, and I appreciate where you were going with that, because I think I know what you were saying. And to answer your question the way I see fit, yes, I do eat much healthier. My lifestyle is vastly different than it used to be. And that's amazing. But I focus on the bigger picture because that's what helps me. So, drop down into the comments and let me know, what do you focus on? Are you focusing on the little things? Are you focusing on the big picture? Do you think that a mind shift from focusing on the little things to the bigger picture would help you? Let me know down in the comments below after you hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you along for the ride. If you are new to GLP1s, make sure you go check out my newbies playlist where I have answered almost every single question that has ever been asked. If you're looking for a positive-only support group, I've got you covered. Link is in the description box below. And as always, be kind, rewind.